Hi, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Kimberly Byland, and many of you know that because you're already in one of my virtual Pampered Chef parties. But what you don't get to see when you're on a virtual party is the live person. So I did want to just kind of check in with you, and I did promise that I would share my story with all of you. So, my story is kind of funny, actually. It all started back in 2004, and I was not invited to the Pampered Chef party that I went to that I decided to become a consultant. So what happened was I had been working. I had lost my job, was laid off. My girls were young at the time, and I knew I needed to find a job. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. Summer was coming. I didn't want to miss out on being home with my girls. So I had heard about the Pampered Chef party from another friend of mine. And what I did was I drank half a bottle of wine, walked down the street, and I invited myself. I basically sold food choppers, garlic presses, and stoneware to everybody that was at that show. My girlfriend who was there said to me, Kim, you really should sell Pampered Chef. And I said, no, I absolutely should not. And she said, no, you really, really should. And I said, no, I really, really shouldn't. But what happened was that the longer that we sat there and the more wine that we drank, before you know it, I was going home and I was waking up my husband. And I said, hey, honey, I think I'm going to sell Pampered Chef. And he said, what exactly does that mean? And I said, well, I've been hosting parties 2 a year for 7 years. I love the product. And it means you're going to bond with our daughters 2 nights a week. And it's going to cost you about $100. My hope is that I'm going to make enough money to be home with the girls and just enjoy the summer with them. And then we'll kind of figure it out. So he said, fine, do it till you find a real job. Give it till September. So that was the plan. I did my first show. I probably had, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 people that showed. 6 of my friends booked parties, and I laughed my butt off. I had no idea even what the heck I was doing. But that first show, I made over $200 in just a couple of hours, and I thought, this is interesting. Maybe if I put a little effort into this, I could really kind of see where this goes. So it was at about show 5. We were probably getting into end of July, maybe. And my husband said, hey, where you at with the job search? And I said, I'm not doing anything but Pampered Chef. This is what I want to do. This is what I love. I love to cook. I love to get out and meet people. And our girls have never been happier. I'm home. You're getting to bond with them. It's like seriously the perfect solution. So here I am. That was May of 2004 that I signed on to be a consultant. I'm in my 16th year, I guess. Just celebrated that anniversary of 15 years. And I'm just looking forward to what the future brings. So much of this business has changed over the years. And, I'm really fortunate that I have such an incredible team that has, steps in when things happen, in a virtual party that you have no control over. I am so lucky to have the family and the support that I have. I have been on incredible trips with this company, and honestly, it's the best job I ever had. And I know some of you are watching and you've been throughout the week, kind of watching the posts and, some of the snafus that have happened. Hey, we're pampered, not perfect. And we don't pretend to be perfect. But really, this is kind of the best thing that ever happened to me, this job. And, I'm able to stay home with my girls. I was able to stay home and raise them. Now they're grown. But, I get to pick my schedule and I get to decide, what's going to work for me and what isn't. And I still love the live party. I am still going to be out there doing live parties because that's really the meat of my business and I love it. But I get it. Some of you don't want to, have to vacuum and clean your house. And it's just easier for you because you're busy and on the go, to do the virtual party. And you know what? That's okay. And I love that too. So this business is super virtual, super versatile. And, I have girls on my team that literally never leave their house. They do their shows 100% on Facebook and other different platforms that there are out there for doing virtual parties. So, if you're watching and you're like, what, I could use a few $100s a month or a few $1,000s a month. This may be exactly what you're looking for and you didn't even know it. I know that when I went to that party all those years ago, I certainly wasn't looking for a job. I was just looking for a night out, and because I loved Pampered Chef, that was the reason I went. So think about it. If you've got questions, just kind of comment and let me know, or you can always call me. My cell phone is listed all over the place in there. You can go to my website. You can reach me that way too. So I would love to have you on my team. I'd love to share more about why I love this business and why it is so incredibly amazing and has literally changed my life and that of my family. So if you want to know more, please reach out, ask. But my story's kind of funny. People always laugh when I say it at live shows, how I drank a half a bottle of wine, walked down the street and invited myself. And little did I know that it would literally change my life. So thanks for partying with us this week. I really appreciate you joining in. And certainly I'm here for you. Put my number into your cell phones and put P-Chef Kim Byland, and that way it's really handy to have your Pampered Chef consultant on speed dial. So party on, people, and talk to you soon. Thank you so much, and have a great day.